Hey guys, and welcome to my next reaction to Supernatural. So, the past few episodes have been really good, and honestly, I don't even know what I want for the next episode because I feel like this season so far is killing it, whether it's kind of a standalone, whether it's slightly more plot oriented. Like, I'm genuinely just like having a good time and along for the ride, basically. So I'm excited to see what's in store for this episode. Let's get into it.
Receive the message you send it. It's time to listen to the word of God.
I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to think about that.
It was all over the news. I stabbed a man in the heart.
Why would you do that?
Because it was God's will.
Oh boy.
He came to me in this beautiful white light. I helped him smite an evil man. I was chosen. That this man was guilty to his deepest foundations. And that was good enough for me.
Interesting. Teen.
A little bit odd, don't you think?
Yes, supernatural maybe, but angels, I don't think so.
Why not?
Hey, you know what? There's a ton of lore on unicorns, too. In fact, I hear that they ride on silver moonbeams and they shoot rainbows out of their ass.
Wait, there's no such thing as unicorns?
It's cute.
I hope they come across a unicorn in some way.
Why?
So I believe in what I can see. You know, they find people a few fries short of a Happy Meal and they trick them into killing these randoms.
Maybe.
I think I found it. It's a sign from up above.
Oh no. Poor Sam. Oh, why are we always going into some like deep dark staircase? Like, why are the clues never like in a lovely garden? Like,
It's a fingernail.
ooh. Great.
So much for the innocent church-going librarian.
Oh no. They get pretty entranced like right away whenever this blinding figure shows up. Oh boy.
Can I help you?
Okay. I really don't know what to make of this.
Did you bring quarters?
Dean.
I'm not enabling your sick habit. God.
Oh.
This lady who's 13 years old.
You hear this?
Looks like they met in a chat room.
Oh!
But this one's almost like a do-gooder, you know, like a...
Avenging angel?
Of course, that'd be the name. It's like Frank went to the same church.
Okay.
A lot of scripture paints angels as God's warriors. An angel of the Lord appeared to them. Oh, that's for Father Gregory. He was a priest here.
Was?
Passed away right on these steps. He's interred in the church crypt.
When did this happen?
2 months ago, he was shot for his car keys. I didn't even have time to administer his last rites.
Devoted priest dies a violent death? That's mentioned spirit material right there.
Father Reynolds started praying for God's help about 2 months ago, right? Right about the time all this started happening?
Oh, come on, man.
Ooh, this is interesting
I'll
though.
admit, what's next? You gonna start praying every day?
I do.
Oh,
What? The things you learn about a guy.
that's interesting.
Why, it's
going on? Uh-oh.
Sammy?
This feeling washed over me, you know, like peace.
You just gotta wait for some divine bat signal, is that it?
Yeah, actually.
Great.
Oh boy.
He hasn't done anything. Yet. But he will.
You know, you're supposed to be bad too, Sam. Maybe I should just stop you right now.
Dean,
Oh.
I don't understand. Maybe this is God's will.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'll tell you who else had faith like that. Mom. She was wrong. There was nothing protecting her. There's no higher power. There's no God. It rips you to shreds.
Oh, Dean.
Do you want me to believe in this stuff? I'm gonna need to see some hard proof. You got any? Well, I do. Proof that we're dealing with a spirit. We'll summon Gregory's spirit.
What? Here? In the church?
If it's him, then we'll put him to rest.
What if it's an angel who won't show? Nothing will happen.
Exactly. The
Oh.
perks of the job, Sam. We don't have to operate on faith. Don't you want to know for sure?
Hmm.
I think that's it.
What?
We have to stop him.
I mean, maybe. Okay. Oh God. I don't know how you approach this.
You're not gonna go kill somebody because a ghost told you to. You insane?
Dean, I'm not insane. I'm not gonna kill him. I'm gonna stop him.
Define stop, huh? All right, come on.
Follow him. Yeah. Okay. Good job, Dee, being super supportive, even if you don't believe it.
Dean,
Oh, Dean!
lock my door.
You're not killing anyone, Sam. I got this guy. You go do the seance.
Dean?
Okay. Well, no, that's okay. That's fine. Because I'm not sure that it seems like when the blinding light shows up, they're kind of like put in a trance and like, so I don't know if there's some like maybe mind control, not mind control, but you know what I mean, like kind of thing going on. Listen, I don't know what the fuck is going on, so let's be safe about it. That's a good plan. Okay.
What are you doing?
Oh.
What is this?
Oh, this is awkward.
This is, a seance.
A seance?
Just wait a second. Oh my God. Is that an angel? No, it's not. It's just Father Gregory.
Oh.
Thomas.
I assume that this guy is actually going to do something bad, maybe. That Dean's following, I mean.
But you're not an angel.
Of course I am.
You're a man. You're a spirit. And you need to rest.
I felt that bullet pierce right through me.
Oh.
But there was no pain.
Damn it!
Oh no.
Those innocent people are being offered redemption. Some
Oh.
people need redemption, don't they, Sam?
How can you call
Okay.
this redemption?
You are not an angel, Thomas. Men cannot be angels.
When are we gonna go to the movies?
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're gonna be late.
I'm sorry. It's just I've never done this before.
Never done,
No.
Stop it!
There we go.
You okay? Are you okay? Do you have a cell phone? Call 911.
Wow. Luckily, he probably has the plate number if he's been following him that long.
Let me give you last rites.
Oh.
O holy hosts above.
Father Reynolds?
Rest.
Wow. Oh! Oh! Oh my God.
You were right. It wasn't an angel, it was Gregory. It's so damn hard to do this.
Oh.
What we do.
Sam, do not make me cry right now.
And when I think about my destiny, when I think about how I could end up.
Oh.
Yeah, well, don't worry about that. All right? I'm watching out for you.
Yeah, I know you are.
Oh. Oh, don't make me cry!
And I needed to think that there was something else watching too, you know? Some higher power.
Oh,
Some
no.
Maybe I could be saved.
Oh. Oh my God, Sam. Oh God, he's breaking my heart.
The guy in the car was bad news. I barely got there in time.
What happened?
He's dead. The way he died, if I hadn't seen it with my own 2 eyes, I never would have believed it. God's will.
Huh. Wow. This was something else. Okay, guys, this was an interesting one. It was interesting. It kept me guessing, I have to say, for a good portion of the episode. I was sitting here like, is it an angel? Like, I mean, because I have no idea what might pop up later on, and or just, you know, in this show, and or I'm like, or is it a spirit? And I was kind of going back and forth. Now, I'm pretty nervous about these post-episode thoughts because I don't typically like to dive too much into religion on my channel. Not possibly sounds bad, but more so because I don't have a ton of experience with it. I was not brought up in any kind of religion. I'm very, I guess, kind of like naive to it all. Some things I've definitely learned over time as I've, you know, just like gone through life. Some things that some people think is kind of common knowledge is, I guess, not to me. But I never really like to, you know, comment on it or touch on it too much because I just don't know a ton about it. And also, I never want to offend anybody. That's never, ever an intention of mine to ever do that. But there have been certain shows that I've reacted to in the past, Leftovers being one and Good Omens being kind of the other. Those are the kind of the two big ones that really pull a lot from, you know, like the Bible and things like that. And it became kind of clear during my reactions that I wasn't getting all of the references and I, like, it just didn't, you know. But anyway, that's kind of my little disclaimer going into this. So obviously, in general, how, you know, I'm a little bit more on Dean's side of things with the way that he looks at it, and that's like, you know, a lot of how I, you know, if I had proof, if I see it with my own eyes, it's just so much easier to accept it or understand it, or, you know, whatever you want to call it, which he did see something with his own eyes by the end, which was really, really interesting. I feel like both of the brothers, you know, felt they had this sort of disagreement on whether, you know, like what was going on, but also, you know, being a skeptic versus having faith, and how, you know, they, you know, just how they were kind of looking at everything was a little bit different, right? But they both kind of had experiences that sort of showed them the other side a little bit. So I really liked that. This was actually quite a lovely, I think a lovely episode for just Dean and Sam in general. And what I mean by that is that they seemed, though they had differences, and they were kind of, you know, there were some like maybe, you know, remarks back and forth, or a little bit of like disagreeing back and forth and everything. I believe that they both were, you know, kind of being, there wasn't a ton of animosity, even though they might not have agreed. I liked that a lot because there's a lot going on this season. There's a lot going on this season with things with, and there's been some stuff going on, them coping with the loss of their father, and then, you know, the last words going to Dean, and you know, that you might have to kill Sam, and how Sam reacts to that, how Dean reacts to that. There's a lot going on that you can't really like put a lid on and maybe you know, have conversations in like the calmest manner about all of this stuff, right? Like, you know, it's they're sensitive subjects on both ends. So like I kind of liked that this episode was kind of a disagreement, and them viewing a situation very differently, but they were kind of still sort of on the same side, the same team, and everything was, I liked that a lot about this episode. You know, I definitely, I guess if I had to guess, I was thinking that Dean was maybe more right. I think as the episode was going on, I'm like, I feel like it's going to be a spirit, but like, and I like the way that they sort of explained it, in the sense of, but here's my okay. Give me a second, I'll get to it. Sometimes my mind goes a little bit faster than I can talk, so I'm like trying to think about things, and anyway. But I did like that it was technically a, you know, somebody who kind of thought he was an angel, and, you know, was trying to do good as much as he could, and that was kind of really interesting in my opinion. He kind of felt a little bad for him, and there was like some, you know, not so, the people who were getting killed were maybe not so great, but I think the thing that when that was first said, you know, like, you know, oh, it seems like it's a ghost, but it's a do-gooder ghost. I think that's what Dean said, I think. But like my first inclination is like, yeah, but he's also turning people who may be vulnerable, maybe a bit lost or whatever, into murderers, right? Like, that's not great. So that's kind of my little iffy with it, you know, like it's not really the best thing in the world, and especially if you think about it through the lens of Sam, you know, and I think, you know, when they confronted this guy, he sort of said, you know, but they were, you know, I'm offering them like peace or whatever, forgiveness. But if you think about Sam, right now, who is being completely tortured by the fact that he might not be a good person, and at the end of the day, he's going to turn into some evil thing. Okay, so we have that going on already. We know that is something that he is personally really struggling with. I think if he actually went and killed a man, like, could you imagine? Oh my God, the like effects of that. Now, he was just going to try and stop the guy, you know, obviously when he was going after him. So, you know, obviously Sam, you know, when Dean was like, you can't kill a man, and Sam was like, I'm not going to kill him, I'm just going to stop him or whatever, you know, which I totally get, you know, if Sam is like kind of convinced that this guy is about to do something bad, he wants to stop him. I guess for a multitude of reasons. Maybe he sort of, you know, hopes that when the time comes, you know, as he's in a couple episodes ago, as he asked Dean, you know, like, if I do something, you know, maybe you will have to stop me before I do something really bad. So there might be a lot of levels as to why Sam wanted to stop the guy. One, just being that, you know, he doesn't want a horrible thing to happen, but also, you know, maybe he kind of hopes that Dean will be able to stop him if there's something uncontrollably evil about him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of my issue with it, because it's like, if you just make Sam go kill somebody, that's really not going to help anything with his mental state, or yeah, just in my opinion. But I really liked this. There was a very strong focus on faith versus skepticism, and you know how it kind of all, how people are just, you know, different on that, and I think that they did a decent job of at least the brothers, you know, ideals and everything, and why I liked the kind of, I mean, he was making me tear up. Sam, oh, he's making me tear up. Jeez. But he, you know, him kind of saying that he felt like he needed to have faith. And like, you know, I was definitely, I mean, I'm definitely more of, you know, on this particular issue, I definitely probably am a little bit more on Dean's side, and that's just how I personally feel. But Sam, I liked the kind of thing where he's like, I mean, we just see so much evil in the world, and we see all of these things and just all of this terrible stuff, you know. Can't there be some, like, forgive me for saying, but like supernatural beings that are good, that are for good and gonna be on our side? And I love the notion of like angels being warriors and stuff like that, and that's what Sam really wanted to cling on to, and so I like the explanation of all of that. Yeah, I thought this was pretty good. It wasn't, you know, I would say it wasn't the most like exciting episode, but it was definitely like thought-provoking and interesting when it comes to, you know, how the brothers were viewing things, and the difference, and how they both had experiences by the end of the episode that maybe made them question how they were feeling originally. So I really liked that aspect of it a lot. All right. I think that is about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.